Server's still not open. The server's still not open.
Careful now. Don't get your clothes wet.
Hey, it's you! I didn't expect to see you here in the administrative district. How have you been lately?
You know, alright, I guess.
Oh, don't worry. Things will get better. I'm sure of it. Speaking of things getting better, Belobog's been feeling a little more cheerful since the Stellaron crisis subsided. We couldn't have done it without you. You spent so much time in Belobog on your last visit. You must have passed by here before, right?
It's Bayla's time to shine.
This is Belobog's History and Culture Museum, built more than 600 years ago. Last time you visited, it was closed for its 10-year renovation. Now that the Stellaron crisis is over, we've been able to allocate more manpower to the renovation works. The museum should be open to the public again soon. It's just... we encountered a problem during the renovation process. The Silvermane guards are doing all they can to figure it out. Sorry. I shouldn't talk about it in the open like this. Hey, why don't I give you a tour of the museum? We can talk inside while I show you around. If you have time, that is. Great. What are we waiting for?
New Year's? I don't know. Fontaine.
Welcome to Belobog's History and Culture Museum. As you can see, after nearly 100 days of renovation, the interior looks brand new. However, there's a problem that needs to be resolved before it can open to the public. The museum was established nearly 600 years ago as a memorial to honor Alyssa Rand, the first Supreme Guardian, and the martyrs who gave their lives in the battle against the invaders from beyond the sky. As time went on, new exhibits were continually added to the memorial until it became the museum we see today. Past the reception hall, you'll find the General Hall, the museum's largest exhibition room.
Oh my god, I have to
There are
walk.
all sorts of exhibits on display. Paintings by famous artists, samples of the planet's
I'm
crust.
not allowed to touch anything, right?
Visitors can experience the essence of Belobog's culture in just a few minutes' time. I really hope the museum can open up soon. The children here need a culturally enriching environment, especially those from the underworld. But like I mentioned earlier, we're in a bit of a bind. We could really use a helping hand. Here. This is the issue we're trying to deal with.
There's nothing in it.
It was stolen. It was one of the oldest and most precious items in the General Hall collection. The meteor fragment. It is said that 700 years ago, the invaders from beyond the sky descended upon the surface of Eurillo 6 with a meteor shower. The meteor fragment is solid evidence that those invaders once tainted our land. Sorry, the tour guide in me gets a little carried away. I'm not here to give you a history lesson. Still, it's no exaggeration to say that if the meteor fragment isn't recovered, the museum will lose half of its significance. Out of the question! As the curator of the
Why not?
exhibits here, I would never resort to deceiving the public like that. Our first priority is finding the thief and recovering the stolen item. But we don't even have a suspect yet. That's why this case is such a conundrum for the Silvermane guards. Truth be told, the meteor fragment isn't the only item that was stolen. But we want the museum to open as soon as possible. We can worry about the other missing items later.
Kayla, how do I know you didn't steal it, huh?
Of course! I wouldn't ask you to start a whole investigation from scratch. The guard station in the underworld reported that some suspicious characters have been meeting at a hideout in the Great Mine late at night. Since the Silvermane guards are still getting situated in the underworld and we don't have any direct evidence, we haven't been able to apprehend any suspects. But if you were to go there yourself and ask around, I think we could gather a lot of useful intel. So, would you like to help solve this case? Sounds promising. I'll meet you in the underworld then.
See you there. Go to the Great Mine.
The conditions here are so rudimentary. I wonder how long those people have been living here. Back to the investigation. We contacted an agent from Wildfire. Apparently she has some first-hand intel. I think her name was... Sweta? Yes, that's right. Let's go pay her a visit.
Sweat up.
What? Oh, it's you! Oh, I thought I'd been discovered. Let's try not to make a commotion. You never know who's listening.
That bad, huh? How many exhibit thieves are there?
A lot. I don't know if you're aware, miss, but any intel that makes money spreads like wildfire in the underworld. Travel between the overworld and the underworld has been open for some time. Not everyone down here can take advantage of that opportunity. The majority of underworlders have to stay here to feed their families. From what I hear, smuggling museum artifacts is a lucrative enterprise. If I wasn't working for Wildfire, I'd be tempted to get in on the cash myself. Not for certain, but I've heard some rumors that might be of interest to you.
I'm all ears.
Firstly, the group in question has a very public presence. They post recruitment notices all over the street. If you can find a notice, you might be able to glean some clues from it. Secondly, they're rash and careless in their work. They've been seen carrying large crates of illicit goods around the mines and selling them out in the open, without even trying to hide anything from the miners. Thirdly, I heard there are children in the mines that might be involved.
Not
I
the
haven't had the
children.
chance to look into it, but keep an eye out.
I see. Thanks for the intel. I'm sure it'll help us crack the case. Well, I'm going to head for the settlement and see if I can get more intel from the locals. In the meantime, do you think you could head out and look for more clues? We can compare notes when you're done. I'm counting on you.
Interested in stealing stuff. We give excellent pay. I mean, of course you do. You're a bunch of thieves.
Beep, beep,
What are these two doing sneaking around?
beep, beep. Alert, alert. Nosy person spotted. Nosy person spotted. Beep, beep. Protect the goods. Protect the goods.
Well, they're clearly working
What a headache.
shatters.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Clara. Hide. Stay back, Clara.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Empty. These crates were probably used to store stolen items. Someone left robots to guard them. Looks like I'm too late.
Of course you will.
My daddy made a lot of money this month. He bought me lots of new clothes. Things you can't even find in the underworld.
Way to brag.
Close schmosh. My daddy bought me a super rare present. He got me a model tram. Bet you haven't seen one of those before. That costs way much more than boring clothes.
Sounds like their parents bought them expensive gifts recently. If people in the underworld want to get rich, what options do they have? This is noteworthy. The 3 rumors Sweta talked about all check out. Time to meet back up with Pela.
Oh good, you're back. Did you find any critical intel? I see. Looks like someone is getting the miners involved in the stealing after all. I made some progress too. The miners here said they've noticed some people acting strange recently. A few vagrants who almost never leave the Great Mine have suddenly started making trips to Boulder Town. I asked the Silvermane guard station there to go investigate some places of interest. I hope they find something. Hey, we've got some news!
Alright. No, someone planted that shit there.
What a stroke of luck! I didn't expect to get a break in the investigation so quickly. Come on, let's go to the Gerda Grand Hotel. I hope this isn't some sort of cover-up operation.
Time to log off. Head back.
This must be the box. Let's open it. Let's see. The color, the texture. Yep, this is the stolen meteor fragment, all right. Fantastic! To be honest, I feel the same way. In any case, now that we have the meteor fragment, the museum can now open to the public. That's good news. As for tracking down the thief, I'm afraid it'll be a long-term project. When the time comes, we may need your assistance again. Let's go. We need to take this item back to the museum where it belongs.
Time to log off. Head back.
Don't get your clothes wet.
Now the General Hall can return to its former glory. Thanks for your help. The meteor fragment. It's so majestic.
It's just a freaking ordinary rock.
Didn't you already say that? Forget it. It's thanks to you that we got it back in one piece. If you want to call it a rock, call it a rock. The General Hall is ready to open to the public again. Oh, by the way, the museum's previous manager resigned recently to pursue his dream of becoming a writer. So, if you're interested, do you think you'd like to take up the post part-time?
No.
I promise you it won't be a boring job.
I bet it will.
What does that mean? Well, you didn't say no, so I'll count that as a yes. Now that that's settled, let's go pay a visit to the museum lobby secretary, Eris. She's a talented worker and can tell you everything there is to know about museum matters.
They didn't give me an option to say no. They never do.
Allow me to introduce you two. This is Eris, our secretary. And this is the savior of Belobog from the Express. I'm sure you've heard her name many times already.
Oh, yes. I've heard so much about you. It's so nice to finally have the pleasure of meeting you.
In addition to her secretarial duties, Eris is also a student at the Belobog College of Art. She's very knowledgeable about the museum's exhibits and their history. Eris, starting today, she is going to be our museum manager. Please keep her updated on matters relating to the opening and operation of the exhibits.
My pleasure, Miss Payla. Leave it to me. I'll keep our manager up to speed on every detail. Would you like to begin with the museum's workflows? That's the spirit. Let's get started then.
Is this literally like that event from frickin' Mondstadt? Please, for the love of God, I don't wanna. That's what I think it is. Yeah, it is. Regurgitated missions. Oh, so fun. I mean, it seems easier, I guess. Either way, it wasn't that it was hard, it was just dumb. It's not this type of content I don't feel like is fun. Only 5? 10, 15, 20, 25. So what, there's just 100 in this? Oh, there's 200. Maybe not. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. It's uneven. The staff are nice because they're actually making money. Or so it seems. On to level 5. Guess I just go. I have enough. What is this? Oil painting? I don't need an oil painting. What do I need an oil painting for? We got new units, if that's what you want to call them. Damn, pretty close. So I'm low on the educational value. More educational person. Go with this guy. He seems educational enough. Okay, who do I drop? I drop you. Did I seriously do that wrong? No fucking way. I fucked that up. Yeah, I can. Okay. Alright. the day save. Alright. And I got enough to go to the next day as well. Went from management phase poorly managed to a dramatic improvement. Okay, that's done, I guess. Wait, can I not do the quest anymore? Oh no, I can still collect stuff. I guess this is the whole event. There's like 300 or something in here. Maybe more, I don't know. New location. That should be fine for the first one. And we need to level up. I can just roll on through. Oh. Oopsie. Hold on. Survivals for Macfin. Rewards. Oh, we got some good rewards actually. So have to go to missions. request your assistance? Why are you out in the cold? What are you painting? Painting this random house that I have no way of getting to. I mean, I guess I have plenty.
Time to log off. I mean, head back.
What? That was his pre-dialogue. The exhibits give a spectral boost. Okay. $100. Charge quite a bit though. At least that's for this guy. Oh, it's peak. Ha! That makes sense. think the whole thing can be improved, but I don't get that option. She failed her interview? Wow. How is that really a treasure map if I just know where the location is? It's because I don't know the exact location? No, I do. Right here. At least, I think so. No? No, it's not. In this general vicinity. walked by this how many times? Oh, the cannon. Guess I can pick up Rossi too, but she is 30. Who's that? That's a child. There's gotta be someone I could put on here. There we go. The 2 children. Is this it? Oh, a trotter.
Stay back, Clara.
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Mission command. Hide.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Time for a buzz.
Mission command.
Who's next?
Annihilate. Mission command.
What's in your prescription?
Trotter. Go. I feel like I'm just stealing freaking things that were already in certain other locations. Curse the animal.
Good to see you! The General Hall has been receiving a lot of visitors lately. The yearning for history and art has reawakened in the hearts of Belabagians, thanks to your superb management. You know, I never guessed you'd become a pro at this job. I only wanted you to experience the fun of working here. So I'm curious, how do you like being the museum manager?
It's, crap.
I see. But at least you get a sense of accomplishment, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't still be doing it. Anyway, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about. There's been a new development in the museum theft case. First, I need to show you something. Here, this way. After the General Hall opened to the public, the Silvermane Guards and Wildfire did a follow-up investigation in the underworld. Progress was really slow, but they managed to hunt down some new clues. If the next stage of the investigation is successful, we should be able to open up the Industrial Hall to the public. And here we are. The item that's supposed to be in this exhibit is a modern sculpture called Gears and Wisdom. It's a little hard to describe. Sort of abstract. It's made of gears and mechanical parts, and it's about the same height and weight as the average person. Basically, it's too heavy for someone to just pick up and run off with. As you can see, this sculpture was placed at the entrance hall of the Industrial Hall because it symbolizes the industrial spirit that Belabagians have lived, breathed, and produced for centuries. Without it, the Industrial Hall loses its soul. We have to retrieve the sculpture before we can open to the public. It seems we'll have to make another visit to the underworld. It took nearly 20 years from design to completion to make Gears and Wisdom. We can't let all that painstaking work and talent go to waste. We have to get it back. I received some intel just earlier today. Someone said they found clues related to a gang of thieves in the underworld's robot settlement. I don't know if they'll lead us to the sculpture, but it's worth a try. We can head over to the robot settlement as soon as you're ready. Let's head out then. There's quite the crowd here today. Where do we start? Huh? Ah! You mean the little girl in red? I remember her. I saw her in the overworld at Lady Bronya's succession ceremony. I don't know if she can give us any leads, but it's always good to say hi to a friend. Basic courtesy, right? Ah! It's Big Sister! And Miss Pelageya Sergeyevna! You remember my full name? This kid is really something. Nice to meet you, Clara. What brings you to the robot settlement? Well, something strange happened in the settlement recently. I'm asking the grown-ups who live nearby if they know anything about it. Something strange? Can you share any details? Well, recently, a lot of the little robots in the settlement started behaving strangely. It's like they malfunctioned suddenly, all at the same time. They started roaming around, breaking into people's tents,
Oh no.
destroying their belongings.
Damn.
It was a real headache for the people living here.
I don't call it robot settlement for nothing.
Mr. Svarog scanned the robots for irregularities, but the results all came back normal. So, I don't think it's a hardware issue. So they're malfunctioning collectively. You're right. Since we're already here, Clara, we'll help you investigate what's going on with the robots. Really? But don't you and Miss Pela have something important to do? It'll be fine. We have other people in the underworld working on the investigation, too. Besides, we don't have any clues yet, so we may as well do something useful. Ah! Thanks a lot! I was worried about handling the robots on my own, but with your help, it should be easy. The duty of the Silvermane Guards is to serve the people. So where can we find these robots? Clara, can you lead the way? Of course! Just follow me! Oh, look! Over there! There's definitely something wrong with that robot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Looks normal enough on the surface. Let's take a closer look.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Are you alright? Stay back, Clara. Stay back, Clara. Are you alright? Stay back, Clara. Annihilate.
Help me, Mr. Sora!
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
So aggressive. Are all the robots in the settlement like this? No, it must be malfunctioning. Sorry, little robot, but it looks like you're sick. I'm gonna take off your shell and give you a checkup. look.
This component doesn't seem like it belongs here.
Claire, can I take a look?
Oh, of course.
There's no mistaking it. This component was taken from Gears and Wisdom. Who do you think? It's obviously the same people who stole the meteor fragment.
I mean, it could be someone else.
No wonder Wildfire and the Silvermane guards were never able to find Gears and Wisdom. Keeping such a conspicuous piece of art around wouldn't go unnoticed. The thieves must have disassembled it and hidden the parts inside the robots. But the best laid plans of snow, mice, and men often go awry. They didn't realize the parts would interfere with the robots' systems and cause them to run amok. Now we just need to find all the malfunctioning robots and retrieve the sculpture pieces one by one.
I never imagined this would help you solve the case. That's great!
Let's get to work then. We're going to get all the stolen pieces back.
The grown-up said that the spot where the malfunctioning robots appeared is in this direction. Let's go look over there, big sister.
The server's still not open. Ugh.